We're seeing some dominant play by both these teams, and it may be a preview of the postseason.
I tell you what, with the way both of these teams are playing, you could be exactly right, Kevin. I mean, games like this mean a little bit more than others when you're going against an opponent that's on par with where you are and where you want to go.
Now Golden State's starting five. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's McGee in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And the shot falls short this time. On defense, the Warriors. Ball outside. Kicks it out to Harden. Off target with his 3. And here are the Warriors now. No one near Curry as he lets it go. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And Kevin, that 3 ball of Curry, deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, at what angle, or how deep.
Now, here is Harden. It's Ariza on the wing. And some nice passing there by Houston. Lock at 6. Baseline J on the way. The offensive rebound. And it's Capella missing.
Loved how they guarded that layup. Didn't make it easy, which I think is why he missed it.
Green dishes to Curry. Green, the screen. From past the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ariza with it. Now Green defending. Capella sets a screen for Paul. 6 on the shot clock. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
You know, one of the things, Kevin, that makes Chris Paul such a terrific floor general is his ability to run the pick and roll. Whether he passes it or keeps it, he usually always makes the right decision.
In the corner, Harden sinks the three-pointer. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off, timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
Green, the screen. Harden against Durant. Green with a screen for Thompson. Left side Curry puts up a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Anything you can do, I can do better. We got a little gamesmanship going on.
Yeah, a little mano-mano, back and forth. Guys going at each other, giving this game a little bit of edge and personality. I like it.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
Ball against Curry. Paul passes to Harden. It's Ariza on the wing. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Ariza's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
Outside Curry. To the middle. Here's McGee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Ball against Curry. There's the triple. Harden, no good.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
And here is Paul after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Harden can't hit.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
They get it again. McGee. Good work defensively by Capella.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is Harden. He feeds it to Capella. Passes it to Paul. Here's Ariza. They grab their own miss. Capella. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors.
Well, I tell you what, it's really impressive how Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Well, Swiss center Clint Capella is up there as one of the most efficient players in the league. He's only 22, but he's efficient mostly because all his shots come right at the basket, right on the doorstep. Last season, he finished near the top of the league, in fact, in field goal percentage.
And for a while, he was leading the league, if I recall correctly, Kevin. Capella knows who he is, what he's about, and what his team needs from him. So he finishes off his chances that are created by guards penetrating. Not flashy, but very effective.
Now Harden after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Harden kicks to Paul. And it's Ariza in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ariza's got 6.
Rapid fire release from Ariza like a staple gun. Boom, boom. Outstanding at shooting as soon as the pass gets to his hands.
Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Tucker can't get it to go. Golden State's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Right side, Green. McGee a screen. Here's Durant. Another shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
First free throw is good. And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people thought maybe they're going to take a step back. And in the year where several other super teams in the league kind of took a step forward, the Rockets were able to hold their own. The team has a system that works, and they have bought into it. And top to bottom, they've been making smart decisions.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Harden outside. Pass to Paul. Takes a 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Paul's got 7 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Clint Capella.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
Free throw drops for Green. Going up, Clark, you were Mr. Basketball USA, a national ranking. Be truthful. How dominant were you in high school in Cleveland, Ohio?
I was a really good high school player, considered one of the top 2 or 3 in the country in 1979, which was actually perhaps the best high school class ever. documented by many who follow the game. Isaiah Thomas and Sam Bowie, James Worthy, Ralph Sampson, Dale Ellis, Terry Cummings, Dominique Wilkins. I could go on and on. A terrific class, and I was considered at the top of that class as a high schooler.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Chris Paul. Green with a screen on Paul. Green the screen. Here's the three. Rebound by Nene. Rockets have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Gordon with it. Guarded now by Durant. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor, and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
A free throw good from Eric Gordon. And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up threes.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a three off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball. And with the Warriors, their ability to score in bunches really is unmatched throughout the league. They'll be going along with the team, and all of a sudden they have that 20-point lead in like 3 minutes. It can happen so fast that I think at times the other teams are shell-shocked.
Now here's Iguodala. And the rebound goes to Nene. Houston in the lead. The drive by Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
And talking about the Warriors and their ability to build a lead very quickly, the shooting they have, Greg, is a very big part of how they can just bury a team.
It is. Their shooting, especially from deep, but also their defense. One kind of feeds the other in terms of how they can steamroll teams and create that momentum. And only the special teams can put a game away with a 5-minute run, but this is one that has consistently done it over the last 3 years.
Warriors trail by 4. 0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go. Goes up again. And Pachulia finishes it off.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Paul dishes to Mbah a Moute. Nene setting the pick for Green. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Green's got his first points in this one.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 8. Houston's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Paul passes to Nene. Kicks to Green. Screen by Mbah a Moute. The 3. The shot by Paul, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. Young's checked in for Curry. And so it's Houston with it. Gordon kicks to Nene. Houston moving the ball around.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our
Gentlemen,
league.
2 shots.
Kicked off a feeling that
2 shots.
Houston would be a force this season.
First one falls for him. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
Yeah, it's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
Now here's Iguodala. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. From 8, it's rebounded by Houston.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And here is Paul. 9 points in the game so far. Nene dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. Drains the three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 7.
No explanation for giving up these wide open looks. Total breakdown. Unacceptable defense.
Here's Livingston. And again, no good by Golden State.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
Now here's Paul. The 3. Here's Nene. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Nene.
Well, you know, last season, one of the surprise teams was the Houston Rockets. Ended up 3rd in the West and one of the best records in the NBA. And, you know, most thought they would have a down year after Dwight Howard walked.
Bell is checked in for Golden State. He's perfect from the line this time. And the Rockets, one of the big surprises in the NBA, but the players believe that they were one of the best teams heading into last season. They eventually won 55 games, which was much better than the 41 wins the season before.
Well, you know, Kevin, this organization has been putting out solid teams for the past decade, really. I mean, Mike D'Antoni deserves a lot of credit for their play last season because they were focused and were always hard to match up with.
Here's Nene. The Warriors making the shot. Ball outside, 6 to shoot. Here is Mbah-a-Moute. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And Mbah-a-Moute has got a couple of threes now in the first for Houston. Livingston passes to Pachulia. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Livingston. Pachulia with the screen on Nene. Here's Livingston. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Livingston's got his second basket. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute misses the 3. A heck of a asset that a team can have, and if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
I mean, you saw it. That barrage of threes has them grooving here after one.
Rolling, absolutely rolling, flat out killing it from beyond the arc.
And Golden State looking at who they've got. They've got Iguodala, Young is out there with Livingston. Then there's Bell. And it's Looney in at the power forward.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Houston leading by 6. Nene, the screen. From deep, Green drills the three-pointer. Green's got 5 points so far.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
They set the pick. And Young kicks to Livingston. To the paint. Here's Bell. It's deflected. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Left side, Gordon. Back to Paul. Nene, the screen. Paul dishes to Nene. Just 5 to shoot. There's Green with the 3. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Iguodala. Young outside. On the wing, Iguodala. Now the pass to Looney. Golden State needs to get off a shot. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Young. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Now here's Paul. He's covered by Livingston. That doesn't go either for Green. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. P.J. Tucker comes in for Mbamute. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Green. And it's James Harden in for Paul. And Golden State also making a change. Thompson, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. They set the screen. Offensive rebound. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Looney.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 6. It's Harden with the drive. It's stolen by Livingston. Young for 3. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Gordon, the pass to Tucker. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
So I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Livingston. He has 6. Feeds it to Thompson. They set the screen. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Thompson's got 5 now.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Gordon with it. He kicks to Capella. Gordon a screen. Lets it go from deep. Harden, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Young outside. Looney kicks to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Harden against Young. Over Harden. Off the left rim and out. Some changes for Golden State. Green is checked in for Bell. And Durant subbed in for Young. Rockets leading by 4. Now Ariza. He's got 6. Harden outside. On the wing, Gordon. Capella sets a screen for Gordon. There's the dish to Capella. Up again, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Love how Capella stays alert on the offensive board, creating second chance opportunities thanks to that activity.
Thompson outside. Green with a screen on Ariza. They kick it out to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game. Houston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Count it, good.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
Ariza outside. Screen by Capella. It's Harden with the drive. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Harden's got 5 points so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Durant, that's good.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Gordon. He has 6. Harden outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Harden's got 5 points now this quarter. Livingston kicks to Durant. There's the feed to Thompson. Back to Durant. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Ariza. On the wing, Gordon. Capella sets a screen for Gordon. Dishes it to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Nice recognition that time from Capella. Aggressively rolling to the bucket after setting the screen.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Clark, when you watch a team that's clicking on offense, what are some of the smaller things, the small details that are setting them apart?
Well, a couple of things. One is solid screen setting. That's huge because that's an unselfish act when you set a screen to get somebody else open. Then ball movement. Being willing to go past a good opportunity for a next pass best opportunity. I think the Golden State Warriors do that as well as any team in basketball. The extra pass, sharing the ball, and giving themselves up for each other.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Green, the screen. Steps back and fires. The shot misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. On the wing, Gordon. He's covered by Thompson. Harden against Curry. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Pachulia. Durant for 3. Connects from three-point range. Durant's got 9.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Screen by Capella. Gordon kicks to Capella. He dishes it to Harden. From downtown. And it's Gordon missing. The Warriors trail. Releases from 15, and it's Golden State with another.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
Ariza kicks to Harden. Capella with a screen on Curry. Harden dishes to Capella. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Curry. Fires the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Harden kicks to Ariza. Pass to Capella. Curry against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Green, the screen. Durant, the pass to Thompson. It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Reeves the dishes to Capella. Kicks it out to Harden. Capella sets a screen for Harden. Gordon outside. Good D by Thompson. The Warriors' shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Stolen by Harden. 1:31 left in the first half. On the wing, Gordon. Screen by Capella. Again, the miss by Gordon. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And the Warriors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Harden, that's good.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Warriors trail by 4. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Green with a screen on Gordon. Back to Curry. There's the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist in the game.
Man, I have great appreciation for the IQ of Stephen Curry. I mean, once the ball hits his hands, guys, you know he's thinking about letting it go.
Gordon a screen. Lob pass to Capella. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Capella. And Bahamute comes in for P.J. Tucker. Green, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Paul in for Eric Gordon. Different look here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kevin Durant. Young is subbed in for Thompson.
If they increase the tempo, they got a chance at a 2-for-1.
Execution paramount. Speed it up and put the defense on their heels if you can.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And doing a really solid job getting that ball inside. Much more of a physical presence here in the second.
And I think Harden is a natural leader. Somebody that commands respect, who also happens to be a dominant scorer.
Iguodala kicks to Curry. And the dunk by West.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, great.
The Warriors shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets, the two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. P.J. Tucker is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Ariza in at the 3 spot.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Paul against Curry. Screen by Capella. Durant with the steal. To the inside. Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Green's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Here's Ariza. Off target from three-point range. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Capella sets a screen for Harden. Out to the wing. Tries from 10. Second shot opportunity. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Capella.
You know, Capella's really hard to deal with inside, especially inside. Does a nice job using his size to get that shot off.
Durant, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harden has a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 19 points.
Beautiful stroke on the 3 ball there. Harden is a lights-out shooter from behind the arc.
Here's Thompson. The 19-footer is on the money. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Curry against Paul. He feeds it to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
Here's Durant, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. You just got to marvel at his greatness.
There's the screen. Capella, the pass to Harden. And it's Houston with another.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Green with a screen on Paul. Curry kicks to Durant. McGee, rebounded by Tucker, stolen by McGee. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. McGee's got 6 points.
Man, when he's got the height advantage down low, it's over. Forget about it. It's a wrap. You got to send more help if you're the defense.
And it's Ariza in the corner. Off target with his 3. Warriors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Curry dishes to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
They set the pick. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. The Rockets with another miss. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Shots good by Durant. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
You know, this quarter has been all him, all about him. They're getting it to him in his spots, and he's taking over.
Capella, the pass to Harden. They need this. Good on the triple. Harden's got 27 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent. Well, you look at a player of Harden's ability, and a couple of things stand out for me. One is his competitive spirit. He's understated, but he's very competitive. He doesn't take nights off. He's a guy who really takes pride in showing up and playing every game.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. Left side Curry shoots it up. Another miss by Curry.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And to illustrate Harden's competitive nature, last season he famously said, "I just want to hoop. I'll rest when I'm done." You look like that's exactly what you want to hear from your team leader.
Yeah, you love hearing that. Owning the responsibility of leading and showing up all the time. And Harden, heavily depended upon by his team, gives you everything he has every night. Not super flashy, but very competitive and driven.
That free throw good from Harden. The Warriors making a switch here. Bell's checked in. Harden hits them both. Clark, you were a fantastic rebounder your entire career. What do you feel gave you the edge over the other players in the glass?
You know, one of my fellow Buckeye greats, actually the greatest Buckeye of all time in basketball, I think, was Jerry Lucas. And he talked an awful lot about rebounding being more about timing and pursuit of the ball than anything else. And I had a good gift of timing, and I clearly was chasing down that pumpkin as well as most. And those were the things that allowed me to be a good rebounder: good timing, good hands, and pursuit of the basketball. It wasn't complicated, but some of it was giftedness. The other part was persistence and hard work.
Paul with the steal. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Oops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
The wide open look for Durant. The three-pointer no good.
Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Ball against Curry. Paul kicks to Capella. That ties the game. Capella's got 13.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
There's the pick. Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Bell dishes to Curry. On the wing, Thompson, guarded by Harden. Releases from 15, and Thompson gets it to go. He's got 14.
Boy, once he gets going like this, he becomes unstoppable.
Well, he's feeling it. He's in the zone, and you know that feeling, Greg, being a former player. Every time he touches the rock, he's looking to put it in the basket.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Bahamute comes in for P.J. Tucker. Gordon's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Gerald Green in for James Harden. And then for Golden State, West is checked in for JaVale McGee. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. Young is subbed in for Thompson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is what they purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 8 points.
And Gordon doing a nice job measuring these inside shots well. I mean, has a solid, quick release pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Curry kicks to Young. Pick by West. 5 to shoot. Green against Young. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
And the wide open shot from Green. Misses, and he wants that one back. The Warriors trailing. Young up top, guarded by Green. And Young kicks to Curry. West setting the pick for Curry. Young with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Out to the right wing. Here's Paul. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And Bahamute the pass to Gordon. Nene setting the pick for Gordon. Pass to Nene. And Nene with the stuff.
Never quite sure of what Gordon's going to do in the pick and roll. When he sees a passing lane, he fires it in there.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. Back to Curry. From the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Paul's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bobbed up there for Green. Young with the steal. Kicks it to Curry for the tie. A 3-pointer is right on target. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient. And when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
And the shot is good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Fires from 14, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Green kicks to Paul. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Curry. 24 points for him. Young inside. He's against Green. Young's shot is off.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I'm sure he's frustrated, Greg, because nothing is falling right now. But he's going to keep chipping away at it, and that's the attitude. Stay with it.
.109 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Another 3 for Golden State.
You know, his range and shot quality can go through periods of inconsistency, but Young looked on point there, and when he's locked in, he's dangerous.
Paul with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Here's Bell. The stupendous finish in traffic. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
And Bahamute, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And Baamute's got 11 points.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And Bell kicks to Iguodala from outside the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
And here is Green. He has 5. Screen by Bahamute. There's Gordon with the 3. And it's, wow, he nails the buzzer beater. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard him. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. And Golden State looking at who they've got. We've got Steph Curry. Pachulio's out there with Looney. Then there's Nick Young. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position. The shot's good from Paul.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Curry passes to Pachulia. There's a screen. Young outside. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Golden State.
And there's nothing Young likes more than to be set up for his sweet jump shot.
Gordon inside. Defended by Young. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, it's so good to see Eric Gordon healthy because he's battled injuries quite a bit throughout his career. Last season played in the most games he's played in a long time, and actually ended up being healthy and one of the most valuable players on a very good Rockets team.
And he knocks down the first one. And Eric Gordon dealing with injuries. And unfortunately, that's been kind of the theme of his career. Last season, only the second time he's ever played more than 70 games in a regular season. The first time was his rookie year out of Indiana.
Yeah, you can't deny the fact, Kevin, that the current of being injured has run through Eric Gordon's career. But while he's not been that efficient as a driver when he's healthy, he has always been consistent from outside, and he reminded everybody last season just how dangerous he is as a shooter when he's healthy.
Picked by Pachulia. Jumper off the screen. Tries again. The shot that time not on target. And it's Houston the other way. Over in the corner, Paul. Now the pass to Gordon. Puts it up from 12. It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Rockets lead by 2.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
It's good.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Abamute kicks it to Tucker. And the layup's good off the glass.
And though lacking some height, Kevin, Tucker has the bounce, the reach, and the strength and attitude to do damage inside.
Young dishes to Iguodala. Outside Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. It's stolen by Curry. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Green passes to Young. Picked by Pachulia. Five on the clock. It's Curry outside. Sinks the triple. Curry's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Warriors. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Picked by Pachulia. Curry with it. He's picked up by Paul. And Stephen Curry another 3. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
You'd be hard-pressed to find another shooter in history with better range than Steph Curry. Those deep threes are nothing for him.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Green. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond Greg has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. Views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the floor.
And you ask any Houston fan who the greatest player in the history of the franchise is, and they all say Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark, you played against Olajuwon. Just how great a player was he? And what does he mean to this Rockets franchise today?
Well, he was special. A first ballot Hall of Famer, brought the only titles in franchise history to the Rockets, and could do everything you want from a big guy. Graceful, strong, a presence defensively and on the glass, unselfish. They called him Hakeem the Dream for good reason. That dude was a dream to play with and a nightmare for opponents.
Paul kicks to Harden. There's the triple. And another three for Houston.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Outside, Green. Here's Curry with the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Cabela's got rebound number 12, who are already in the game. Paul kicks it to Tucker. And we all know that Mike D'Antoni is one of the most respected offensive minds in basketball. You look at his coaching tree, and there are branches all over the NBA. He has a lot of respect from his peers.
I mean, when you have sustained success like D'Antoni has had, the respect comes with that track record of success. D'Antoni has a great working relationship with a lot of other coaches as well.
That's good from Tucker. And the Rockets play at one of the highest paces in the NBA. A lot of possessions for both sides as they want as many chances as they can possibly get to score. Clark, when you think about that, how do you prepare for a team like the Rockets if you're their opponent?
Well, there are a couple of things you can do. One is you try to slow them down, and some teams are equipped to do that. Other teams are equally adept at the three, so you match them shot for shot. But the problem with that is Harden is really good in the half court. And even when you take away transition, he can hurt you in the half court game.
Back to Thompson. Feeds it to Curry. All alone. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 9th assist in the game now.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
There's the pick. Capella dishes to Harden. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella does a nice job maintaining his focus on the offensive end. He doesn't get a ton of touches, but whenever he gets a clean look at the rim, he takes advantage of it.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Harden against Thompson. Harden kicks to Paul. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Takes a three. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks to Harden. The dish now to Capella. Houston moving it around. There's a good screen to tie it up. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Ariza. Harden's got the game tied up here for the Rockets. Curry against Paul. Thompson outside. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by Tucker. On offense, here are the Rockets. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, I like the fire that Ariza plays with, Kevin. He's not afraid of sacrificing his body on his way up.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? You know, he came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, you know, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. For Ariza, his first few years in the NBA, over half his shots came within a few feet of the rim. Greg, now over 2/3 of his shots are from beyond the arc.
And that's just how it goes for some players in the NBA. Ariza still, he has some bursts to finish at the rim, but has turned himself into a deep threat, and he's always been a presence with his defense as well.
Ariza hits them both.
Yeah, you chronicle the career of Trevor Ariza. You know, he came into the league primarily as a slasher and transition scorer and a good defender. He's done a nice job reinventing his game as he's gotten older. And now he's much more of a 3-and-D type player, impacting both ends of the floor.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Durant kicks to Curry. Good. Curry's got 13 points in just this quarter. And Ariza is certainly Clark of the 3-and-D mold as a veteran. That is often what players on the perimeter need to do as their athleticism starts to decline.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Ariza can still run the floor and occasionally punch it down on you. There's no question about that. You know, it's just now the bulk of his contributions come off knocking down threes. He's had a very long and productive career and has really done a nice job of adapting to whatever his team needs from him.
Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game. Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Curry against Paul. Curry passes to Thompson. Over Harden. The shot by Thompson, no good. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 15-6 run. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now here's Paul. Harden outside. Over Thompson. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Here's Curry. Now the feed to Durant. Shot from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Cabela's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Ariza dishes to Harden. And he banks in the layup. Harden's got 37.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
From 13, and it's Durant missing. Houston in the lead. Ariza kicks to Paul. Screen by Capella. Harden with it. Picked up by Thompson. That's good from Ariza on the assist from Harden. Ariza's got 20 points.
And Ariza's calm demeanor, excellent at scoring in key spots, and that calmness helps him.
To the middle. A putback.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Paul.
And Chris Paul, very much one of the best and most talented point guards in the league. A really poised floor leader who always is talking and is really an excellent leader, too.
He's off on the second. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 23 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
Houston moving it around. Dishes to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Ariza goes in. Misses from short range.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. A second chance effort. And Capella with the layup. Capella's got 10 points in just the second half.
Not a lot the defense can do defensively there. I mean, Capella is just a big guy. He's got a nice touch, too.
McGee sets the pick for Thompson. Off the screen. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Harden the pass to Paul. Capella with a screen on Kirk. Screen by Capella. From deep, Harden buries it from outside.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 4. There's 47 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, James Harden.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game. Fellas?
Well, I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
Screen by Capella. Three-pointer, James Harden, again from deep.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Electric in here. I mean, that was a tremendous shot. This crowd all over, turned up.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're trailing by 6. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I like seeing Durant slam that one down. I mean, he's just powering it home thanks to that incredible position.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Going both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. And here are the Warriors now. Outside Curry. McGee a screen. Curry can't get it to go. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Livingston dishes to West, and Young kicks to Livingston. And here's Iguodala outside. That shot, no good. So we see the Rockets get the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. What got it done for you at the end tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run. They had to be a